Yeah,
Then what
position.
about those who try to add freelancer or third party to the delivery, where you don't own your fleet, you just use the freelancers,
Yeah.
or let's say Ubering the deliveries.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this model?
For me, the first thing that comes to mind, right, is just that the Uberization of the workforce seemed to be like a long time ago, like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, seemed to be the solutions for everything. And it's not that clear, right? So obviously there is some stuff that do make sense, right? The Uberization of assets, be it Uber, be it Airbnb, like that does make a lot of sense. Now, if you think about riders, so first you start having regulations that really push back on this. And I'm not talking only about Spain. So I was at Glovo, so I don't know if you saw what happened with Glovo. There was an article like last week or 2 weeks ago where Delivery Hero had to factor potentially up to 400 million euros because of the way Glovo we actually use riders. Because it's one thing to think that you're riders, but if you have enough power over the riders, that is basically a relationship of employee versus employer. If you have all these indices, right, the flux of like this nexus that actually makes him a quasi-employee, the Supreme Court will decide, okay, look, if they smells like an employee, if it looks like an employee, it is an employee. You're just trying to avoid taxes. So first, you have a big push on regulations, and I think it's just a matter of time since it's gonna happen. Point number two is that at the end of the day, you need to pay for that resource. So unless you're completely okay by having people that just gonna make like so little money as a model, because what's the Uberization of riders? You're just gonna, the lower cost possible, right?